2020 has been hell, and listen, this ain't it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me. If you are a returning subscriber, what's up? We back in this thing with another video. So, by the caption, you can already see what's really going on. Your girl got the Rona. I don't currently have the Rona, but I got the Rona. And I have officially been out of self-isolation for a few days now. And, yeah, so let's just go over the whole, how it happened, who I got it. I ain't telling y'all who I got it from, because that ain't really important. It's not really important, okay? So I came in contact with someone who tested positive for the coronavirus, and once I found out that I could have been exposed to the virus, I went and got tested. Let's talk about the test real quick. The test is not the worst thing in the world. It's not the most glamorous thing in the world either. But for me, I think from my experience, because I've heard other people talk about their experience with the test, and for me, it did hurt. They went in one nostril. They went deep down in my nostril, okay? I don't know if they was trying to touch my eyeball or what. And then right after that, she didn't prep your girl. She just went into the next nostril and, you know, swabbed in there. So it burned a little bit. It's definitely something that I would never want to get again. I don't ever want to experience that again. But hey, it is what it is. So I took my test and I got the results within maybe, I would say 2 to 3 days. I got the results, maybe 2 full days, I want to say. And yeah, 2 full days. And when the doctor called and told me, you know, I wasn't really expecting for me to have the virus. I really didn't expect to receive negative test results, but here I is. I said, here I is, okay? And he told me like what all I needed to do. I needed to self-isolate, of course, if I was feeling any I guess symptoms or anything like that. I needed to take Tylenol and things like that. I was asymptomatic when, I went to take the test just because I knew I was exposed to someone who had the virus, and that's how I went to take the test. I didn't feel any type of way. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel the fever. What else they said you go through? I didn't feel like the difficulty in breathing and all of that. However, I'm gonna just say this, I did have a few symptoms, and when I was talking to the doctor and I was telling him, I was like, I don't feel bad, I don't feel sick, but I know that I'm having like some sinus issues. And I usually have sinus issues at the end of the year when it's cold, you know, you got the coming cold, cough, all of that. So I was just kind of like taken back by the fact that I was really like stocked up, stuffy, and everything in between, and we're in the middle of the summer. And I guess for some, these type of symptoms happen if you know, struggle with your sinus. But for me, I think I get I start feeling this way around December when it's cold and stuff like that outside. But anyway, that's neither here, that's neither there. But I thought it was because, you know, I got stuffy is what I'm trying to say. Like I couldn't really breathe. Now I wasn't having a problem breathing. It wasn't difficult for me to breathe, but you know, when you got sinus issues and you stopped up and stuff like that, it's like hard to like breathe and smell and things like that. So I asked him and he said, well, that could be, I asked the provider and he said that could be one of the symptoms or the reasons due to COVID. So, you know, I wanted to make sure I monitored that. What other symptoms did I have? I couldn't really smell. I had to, like, if I wanted to smell something, I had to like bring it all the way up here, when initially I didn't have that problem. Now I do use essential oils here and there, and I have an oil diffuser next to my bed. And so I was like, I'm gonna try this out and see, you know, maybe I'm tripping, or maybe, you know, I really can't smell anything. So the scent that I used was lemon. Lemon will literally wake you up, okay? And I use maybe about 5, 6, 7 drops of the essential oil because I wanted it to be loud. And then usually when I do that anyway, I can smell it outside. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I can smell it outside the door. And because that's how strong the scent is. When I tell y'all set up in that room and I let it burn for about 6 hours, I smell nothing. I did eat. I didn't lose my appetite. However, I don't know why it just didn't taste the same. Like it tastes, I know what I was eating. I knew what I was eating, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. I really can't help you in that department if you're wondering, you know, what the symptoms are. But those were my symptoms. When I got the results, I didn't really want to tell my folks because, you know, I didn't want to hear that, oh, she got the Rona. Here, little Rona. Oh, she got the Rona. I didn't want to hear none of that, okay? Okay, because my folks, very extra. Very, 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 very extra, okay? So I didn't want to hear all that, but I went ahead and told them. And so we had to basically change our living situation. Like I had to hurry up, go in my room, wipe things down. They came in, wiped the stuff down, and baby ushered me right on up out of here. Now when I took the test, I did kind of self-isolate as well because I knew that I came in contact with someone who was positive. However, I needed to, you know, do a better job in self-isolation. So I just kind of just went to my room and I stayed there. And everybody else, you know, we separated. Like it was no eating dinner together. It was no congregating in the hallway, talking, laughing, joking. We couldn't do none of that because this thing is serious. So when I found out how I got it, that I tested positive for, let me just tell you, honey, I don't know. I was in shock. I was numb. I just was like, okay, what I do now? I got to tell these folks because they're gonna be like, oh, she got that Rona, she got that ish, she got that. Yeah, I don't want to try to hear all that. I end up going to put $100 to get $800 out, okay? If you know, you know, okay? I don't know if I got scammed or what, but I said I was gonna try, and I think that was a result of the positive test results. Okay, I'm not sure, but being in that room lets me know I can't go to nobody jail, nobody prison. So baby, I am not the ride or die. Okay, don't do nothing illegal with me because I'm snitching. Okay, if jail is like being in that room all day. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I would like to report a robbery, a crime. Pookie and them did it. Yeah, it was Pookie. He lived on 39th Street in Lenox. He's the one with the braids. Listen, I can't go to nobody jail. Like I was tired of being in that room and then working, and it was just too much. But yeah, that's really, and then so let's talk about what I did to kind of like build my system back up. So I took some elderberries for my immune system, and I took some multivitamins. I drank Emergency, I think it's vitamin C, vitamin D, the little pouches. Literally when I took that first drink of that, I felt like my sinus was getting some type of relief. I could smell a little better. Things were just, you know, I felt like it was starting to get better after that. I wasn't as miserable, but I was miserable in that room. So when I see y'all out here partying and parlaying all over the place with no mask and refusing to wear a mask, and at the house parties and gatherings, you know, I'm a little guilty because I done went to a couple of house parties, little gatherings. Not house parties, but little gatherings that I shouldn't have partake in. I shouldn't have went, okay? That's really what it boils down to. I shouldn't have went. And so it concerns me that you guys are out here living your best life and not taking the proper precautions, because you could be just as you can be healthy as you want to be. You could be the type that work out, drink your teas and eating healthy and all of that. But coronavirus, COVID-19, Miss Rona, don't care who you are, who you're affiliated with, and don't care who the people that you came here with, okay? Do not care. So I'm really just concerned about, you know, especially millennials, and some people are still not taking this as serious as they should be taking it. I'm grateful because I just think about how people are in the hospital right now, because the cases are going up. Whether you believe it or not, the cases are steadily rising, and there's no vaccine, there's no medication, there's nothing. Really, all you can do is self-isolate and hope for the best. And for my provider, he told me, you know, after 10 days you should be fine. So they're starting to tell you, initially it was 14 days, but now some people are telling you 10 days, and you do it you start it the day that you go get tested, and then they count those 10 days from there. And after the 10-day self-isolation, you should be fine, especially if you are symptomatic. They're telling you if you are having symptoms after the isolation, then you should go back and get tested. So it's a lot of inaccuracies, a lot of facts about these things, or opinions about it, and a lot of research, and you're getting a different answer over here and a different answer over here. But you have to take the proper precautions and wash your hands, sanitize. So I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I didn't have to, my story wasn't going into the ER or going into the hospital, ICU, or, you know, being on a ventilator, hardly being able to breathe. That's not my story, and I thank God and I'm grateful. You know, if you're wondering if this thing is still real, or if the cases are steadily rising, I'm your girl, okay? I am your test dummy. I have been there, done that. But it's kind of like, how do you avoid this thing? You can be doing everything that you can do to not catch it, and you still catch it. And I feel like I did everything that I needed to do. Was I perfect in that? No. Like I said, I was at the house party with your cousin, and they probably had it too. If you're feeling your body is not feeling normal or anything like that, please go get tested so you can do the self-isolation, because that's important. Knowing your status in anything is very important. So go get tested. Like I said, it's not the worst thing ever, but you do need to know so that you can stop spreading this, because some of y'all walking around with this thing, okay? Miss Rona is on your back like a backpack, okay? And you don't, and you're spreading it, and you're not being cautious, and you're not taking the necessary steps by going to get tested so that you can do what you need to do, so we can curb this thing, because 2020 has been hell, okay? 2020 has been hell, and listen, this ain't it. But yeah, that's that on that. But yes, I'm gonna close this thing out. This was my very first story time, so I just wanted to tell you guys, in case you needed a real deal live example of how you be healthy and still get this thing, and how you could probably be a part of the problem when you need to be a part of the solution. So yeah, to get this thing closed out, you know how I do. I have to give you some type of word of affirmation, or words of affirmation, or something to get you fuel through the week, or just whatever. So I found this because we need it in this time. Psalms 91. Surely he will save you from the foul snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence, coronavirus, that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. So you heard it here first. Well, you heard it from the good book itself. I just pray that God continues to cover us, and I'm praying for us as a nation, praying for my people, and yeah, Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm done with Corona. At least I hope so. Bye, y'all.